Hi, this is Erin Conley again, and in this video today, I'm going to talk to you guys about how to help your kids through dealing with bad dreams and nightmares using the emotional freedom technique tapping sequence. To begin, just ask your child to tell you briefly about the dream, either a dream that they've had that really bothers them or one that maybe they're worried about having. You can also ask your child, tell me the scariest part of that dream, or what part of that dream bothers you the most? What part worries you the most? So that might be a piece to focus on while you're breathing and tapping. Other things could be just a feeling. Maybe your child doesn't want to put a lot of words to it. Maybe they can just tell you, oh, I feel really scared at night, or I feel really paralyzed, or I feel really trapped or alone. So if that's the predominant, feeling or experience, focus on that. You can also have your child just pick one image of that dream and focus on that snapshot or picture while you're tapping. And then ask your child to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being, the biggest that they feel that fear or how upsetting the dream is, and 1 being not so much, right? And if your child doesn't want to use numbers, sometimes I'll ask kids to use colors. So like a color for like a 10 might be, red, and then a color for a 1 might be like a light blue. And then you can kind of just play around with it. They can get creative in however way that makes sense to them. And so have them rated on a scale of 1 to 10. And then we're just going to do the normal, standard EFT tapping sequence. So to start off, have them focus on whatever part of the dream that they want to focus on, and then come up with a really positive, comforting statement to follow up. So sometimes kids like, I know that I am safe and loved, or I know mommy and daddy are here to take care of me, or I know that I'm not alone. Whatever, resonates with your child. So to start off, I'm just going to use something really general. So we start off by tapping the side of the hand. So even though I have this scary dream, I know that I am safe and loved. And say it 3 times. Even though I have this scary dream, I know that I am safe and loved. Even though I have this scary dream, I know that I am safe and loved. And then you're going to go through the tapping sequence. And as they're breathing, have them take a big deep breath in and then big exhale. And maybe you can play around and go, I want you to take a deep breath in and then blow out all the bad stuff. Or with each exhale, you're getting all the scary stuff out, right? So then start with tapping the eyebrow point, then side of the eye, underneath the eye, top of the lip, chin, collarbone points, underneath, thumbnail to thumbnail, pointer to pointer, middle to middle, skip the ring finger, go pinky to pinky. And then afterwards, maybe the child can put their hand on their heart, and you can find that little V in between the pinky and the ring finger. So just kind of trace your hand down, and it's that little V right there. And that's the part of the back of the hand that you tap. And then we're going to go through, finish up with the 9 gamut. So as you're tapping that part of the hand, close your eyes, have your child open their eyes, look hard down to the right, hard down to the left, slowly roll your eyes one direction, around in a circle, and then slowly roll your eyes in the opposite direction. And then hum for 5 seconds. Count to 5 out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then hum again. and then that's 1 round. I went through that pretty fast. So obviously you go at the pace that's best, for your child. And remember, the child can either tap their own points or you can tap for them. And I do this with my son who has nightmares, and we'll do his bedtime routine. He'll get in bed, and then I can kind of tap for him when he's all comfy. So after you do 1 round, ask your child to re-rate when they think about the dream, or they think about the feeling or the image or the part that bothers them the most. Ask them to kind of re-rate it. So maybe it's dropped from a 8 to a 5, or maybe it's dropped to a 4. Ideally you want to get around 1 or 0, but depending on the time that you have for your bedtime routine, just try to get to a number or a color where your child feels like, okay, I'm okay to go to sleep now. One last piece that is sometimes fun for kids to do at night and sort of just seals the whole tapping sequence up is, and I'll do this with my son, is I ask him after we've finished the tapping sequence to pick a favorite color or 2. And then he gets all comfy in bed, and I ask him to just close his eyes and then visualize himself, his bed, his room, his toys, anything that means something to him and can bring him comfort. Visualize surrounding those things in his favorite colors. And he likes to play around like, oh, this is my force field. So it keeps all the bad stuff out and only the good stuff stays close. So he finds that really comforting. And again, play around with your kids. Ask them what they find comforting or will help them feel safe and protected and loved at night, and enjoy.